Number 18 says, a college admissions specialist wishes to estimate the mean GPA for students applying to the school. He randomly selects 200 applications, records their GPA, then calculates the mean GPA of the 200 applications. And it asks us to identify the population, parameter, sample, and statistic. So recall what these things are. The population and the sample are the groups or the lists of the data. So the population would be all the GPAs for everyone applying to the school, versus the sample is just the 200. Now, how is that different from the parameter and the statistic? Those are the calculations. What is the thing that we're actually interested in, or the calculated measurement of the population or of the sample? So let's start by writing these out. Identify the population. So I accepted two answers. Technically, it's actually the list of data. So it is the actual GPAs that were recorded. But if you said it's everyone applying to the school, I accepted that too. So I'll be more technical and say it is all the GPAs. So the GPAs of everyone applying to the school. Well, the GPAs, they are quantitative. So what's the method that we're interested, or the thing that we're interested in is actually their mean GPA. So when we're talking about a parameter, it's the measurement of those GPAs of everyone applying to the school. So this would be the mean GPA of everyone applying to the school. Now, of course, we didn't actually get everyone and look at all of their GPAs. What we did is we looked at a sample. And what was our sample is just the 200 applications. So again, if you just said the 200 applications, that's fine. But technically, it's the GPAs from the 200 applications from our sample. And what are we using to measure those 200 applications is going to be our statistic. Well, how do we measure the GPAs in a single number? Well, again, we find the mean. It's the mean GPA of the 200 applications. Right, so you'll notice there's really a lot of similarities in what we're looking at here. What's the big difference between B and D? Because they both say mean GPA. They're both measurements, but it's who we're measuring. It's the fact that we are having measurements here, but it's who we're measuring. The parameter is measuring everyone versus the statistic is measuring just the 200 applications. But they're both means is the method that we're using to measure them. Versus that difference in population and sample, again, it's just everyone versus some, right? So if we're talking about the population, we're talking about everyone. And here, we're just only talking about some of the people. Then finally, letter E is just asking, are the data collected categorical or quantitative? Well, since we're talking about numbers here that are measuring how they're doing in class, this would be quantitative.